Morning class. As we have done the examples of inverse proportion of exercise 13.2, now I am going to start with the questions of the same exercise. Chapter 13, direct and inverse proportion. Exercise 13.2. Question number 1. I will explain question number 1 only. So we have to find whether the written statement is in inverse proportion or not. So the first is the number of workers on a job and the time to complete the job. Okay. So if the number of workers are more, then the time taken by them to do any work is lesser. So we have inverse proportion in the first part. Now in the second, the time taken for a journey and the distance traveled a uniform speed. Now we all know that if the distance is more the distance, then more is the time. So if the distance is greater, so we have to take the greater time, larger time. Okay. So here we can say clearly that no inverse proportion here. Now third, area of cultivated land and the crop harvested. So if we have more the area to more cultivated area, then we can harvest more crop. So here we can find there is no inverse proportion between the quantities. So in fourth, the time taken for a fixed journey and the speed of the vehicles. Okay. So with more speed we can complete a certain distance in less time or lesser time. If our speed is more, मतलब अगर हम लोग की स्पीड बढ़ जाती है तो the time taken to cover a certain journey will be lesser. जो टाइम लगेगा किसी भी जर्नी को कंप्लीट करने के लिए वो comparing to that time कम लगेगा. Now these are in inverse proportion because the population of a century and the area of land per person. So if the population is increased, then the area to occupy will be lesser. Okay. अगर पॉपुलेशन बढ़ जाएगी तो जो एरिया सबको अलॉट हो रहा है वो कम हो जाएगा. Okay, because more density. So here is inverse proportion. Now question 2 you all can do by yourself, and question 3 also you can do. If you have any doubt in question number 2 and 3, you can ask me in the class. Now I think so I start with question number 4. Let the number of seats each got Vx. Now we know that more the number of child, lesser is the number of seats. So now in the first number of seats, now number of students. So number of students is 24, then it will last in 5 days, and when it goes to 20, then how many days it is last. So we have inverse proportion. So 24 into 5 is equals to x into 20. So x will be 24 into 5 upon 20. 5 4 is 6 times. X equals to 6 bits. Okay. Now question number 7. So the question is, a batch of bottles was packed in 25 boxes with 12 bottles in each box. If the same batch is packed using 20 bottles in each box, how many boxes will be filled? Let the number of boxes be filled is x So here we have the timetable. Now number of bottles, number of boxes. More, number of bottles in each box, the number of boxes will be lesser. Now lesser, so we have inverse proportion. So 12 into 25 is equals to 20 into x. So x is 12 into 25 upon 20. 5 5 is 25, 5 24, and this is 3. So 3 5 is 15. Hence the number of boxes, required to mix the bottles is 15. Note it down. Now question number 9. A car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by traveling at the speed of 60 km per hour. So how long will it take when the car travels at the speed of 80 km per hour? Let the time taken complete let the time taken to complete the distance while the speed is 80 km per hour v x. So we know that more the speed of the car, lesser is the time taken by car. So we have inverse proportion. Speed of the car on time taken now 60 into 2 is equals to 80 into x. So x is now x is 3 by 2 or 1 whole 1 by 2 hour. So note it down. Now I am going to explain question number 11. So question is, a school has 8 periods a day, each of 45 minutes duration. How long would each period be if the school has 9 periods a day? Assuming the number of school hours to be the same. So let the duration of each period when there are 9 periods be x. So now it is clear that more the number of periods in the school time, then duration of each period will be lesser. So here we have the inverse proportion. So we make the two tables here. First is for duration of each period and the second for number of periods. So when we solve it, then we have the answer of x as 40 minutes. Okay. So here is your answer. So thank you so much class. Your homework is exercise 13.2. You have to do all the questions, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the class. Okay, so thank you.